Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to walk you through the process of creating the burger flyer. So the first thing I did was to go over to this website, lifesavingfreepik.com. right, very important website. So if you're not using it as a designer, you're missing out, right? So just make sure you go there and you have a profile with them, right? So what I did first was to, since it's a burger flyer, I decided to search for burger PNG, right? Also know that what you're searching for is very important. Now these are my search results, right? So I have to select from any of these ones. So you can see that some of them are even created with AI. Beautiful images, right? Nice and clean and crisp. So I'm going to select this, and one nice thing that Freepik has of late is the option to remove background, right? So when I click on remove background, it does its magic. You can see in no time it has removed the background. So I'm just going to download this image now without the background, like this, right? So you can take advantage of this. If you're not using Freepik today, it's a good place to start. You have so many things. And the next thing I'm going to look for here is I'm going to search for a leaf, and you can see you have several options depending on the composition you're using it or the flyer you intend to use it to design. So what I'm just going to do with this is I'm just going to search and search and search. If you don't see what you're doing on the first page, feel free to click on the second page just like I just did, and navigate, take your time out to look for things. And if you notice, most of the things that are really good here are premium files. So if you want to take advantage of so many things, because right about now Freepik is fully loaded with their AI content and so many things that you can do in Freepik, wow, it's mind-blowing, right? So if you want to take advantage of all of this, let me just download this. What you can just do is simply subscribe to their premium plan and enjoy all they have to offer, right? So let's cut the chase and get to the fact where we create this flyer. If you have not subscribed at this point in time, please, you're doing the wrong thing. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the post notification so you miss any video I'll be dropping. Let's jump right into it. So the first thing you need to do is click on file and click on new, just like this. So I'm just going to give it a name like I've done before. So this is going to be burger flyer, RGB 5x5, resolution 300, and let's go. Okay, so like we've done in the previous video, double click on the rectangle, and we're basically going to removing the outline and making this white. So this is what you have, the remove outline and the color white. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my text and I'm going to type out, of course, just burger. And again, the resource file for this particular flyer exercise is in the description of this video. So do well to use this link to download all of these files, right? So I'm just going to adjust the size here like this. And of course, get rid of the spaces in between text with the shape tool, like this. Make it big. You can do it manually the way I'm doing mine too. Just make sure you're holding down shift and make sure it's in the middle. Press P to put it in the middle, then you can now adjust from there. I'll give it a color red. Right, so what you want to do is hold down G on your keyboard and drag this way, select this white point, select this drop down arrow, and please make sure you change it to RGB, not CMYK, please. Right, and select the darker shade of that red. You can change direction of the color like this, change direction of the flow of the gradient, I mean, right? In CorelDraw here is called the fountain fill. You can reverse it also from this point here, right? Easy peasy. So this is how I want the flow to be, right? From dark here to light. And you can also make it smooth by clicking on this also, right? So I want to make a duplicate copy of this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and let me zoom out. So before I do my Ctrl C and Ctrl V, let me bring in the background. I work on it and we'll move on from there. So of course, I'm an advocate for dragging and dropping. So just drag and drop, right? Or use your imports. So what I'm going to do with this is first and foremost make it smaller like this, and when I make this smaller, the goal is to place it inside of that rectangle. So click on right click and click on power clip inside, select the rectangle, make sure you're selecting on a free space like this. This is what you have. Double click on it just like this, and it takes you into the power clip area. So now you can now increase the size of this nice looking orangey yellowish background. Click on this and click on this to change direction of the lights, right? So this is how I actually want it, but I want to get rid of all these small particles and all of that, because I don't want the viewer's attention or the customer's attention to be on background, only just the product. Focus on the product. How do I do that? Click on effects, blur and Gaussian blur. So I'm going to be turning this up until I get a desirable blur effect, just like this, right? Click on it again and this is what you get. So I'm just going to save on stay on a safe point or in a safe place like this and click OK. When you're done with everything, click on this finish and voila, you are out of the power clip session like this. So now I can feel free to move ahead and do my Ctrl C and Ctrl V to make a quick copy of this and bring it down like this. Select this whole thingy and you can also move it around or make it bigger as the case may be. So I'm just going over to type a few things, not decided yet. Okay, so the final font is, or the typeface I used, also you can see that you can see it up above there like that, and the word is mouth-watering, right? So I'm just going to use my tool to adjust this well and make it straight like this. So yeah, so I want to select this color, so use the eyedropper to then zoom in and apply the same color to the mouth-watering, just like this, right? So we have a little bit of uniformity in our designs. Okay, so that out of the way, select everything and you can move it upwards. Go over to your rectangle tool and draw a rectangle just inside of this shape, move it upwards and give it a color white. Remove the outline, very important. And what I can still do is to still tweak this thing a bit by moving upward like this. This is what I have. Click on transparency tool, right? Where is it? Yeah, come over here. Good. So hold down shift and drag from white to black. Bring this down so you have a nice feel. So I'm going to take this white and drag it up like this, so I have a nice blend from white to this nice looking yellowish background. So I'm going to drag this text up, all the way up, so I have room for my next element, which is this nice looking yummy mouth-watering burger, right? Great. So with this inside of CorelDraw, what I'm going to do is I'll make it smaller. It's quite big. You can change it here also, but I like doing my own manually. Hold down the shift and make it smaller like this. Same thing again. Good, until I have my desired choice of size, just like this. Okay, so you can choose to still reduce it or just try and make sure you balance it up, right? And okay, so I need to move this out of the way for me to adjust this bugger and everything all together. So move it there and bring this back inside when you're done, like this. Okay, good. So with the shape tool selected, I need to deal with these edges so they are not sticking out too much. So select that part, hold down shift and drag inside like this. And what else do you want to do? Click on this and rotate like this, rotate like this. Okay, okay, so with that selected, go over to bitmap and convert it to bitmap. I'm going to do this twice. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want the image size to get bulky and all of that. I need to reduce the size while it retains the quality, right? So I can easily turn, flip, and do whatever I like with it without having to cause glitches. Right, so I'm going to select a color from this part here. I'm going to apply it to this and remove the outline. So with this selected, you can see it's on top of, it's supposed to be a shadow. So I'm going to select this bugger image and I'm going to right click, go to order, and I'm going to select yes, to front of layer like this, or you can use shift page up to do that. So I'm just going to use this to extend this like this. Make a duplicate copy of this, put it aside. Let's see, I'll do it with this side also. So I'm dragging it up. Make sure you don't drag it too much that it will get into the bugger and you start having this cut feel, right? So select this, go over to effects, blur, and Gaussian blur. I'm just going to apply the settings like this. It's all about the radius now. I'm going to use this, click OK. Right, so I still want to work on this, making sure it's a perfect shadow, right? So I want to blur out all these areas. So I'm going over to bitmap first, convert it to bitmap, no, bitmap, convert to bitmap, and click OK. Come over to your transparency tool, hold down shift, drag from white to what? Black, right? You can see how nice this has been so far. So I want to extend this just a bit like this, and voila. Push this also upwards like this. I'll make this one smaller. Hold down Control while you click on the black to make it darker. And I'm going to bring this one here. Control page down. Bring this one here. And just going to increase this like this. Add some blur effect to it. Just like this to make the shadow more realistic. So you can then go on to make several copies of it and make sure you are doing Control page down to send it beneath the bugger itself. Yes, Control X to get that out of the way. I want to adjust this one furthermore. Put it inside and Control V to paste it back. just like this, right? Good. So I think at this point I'm done with this shadow effect that I have here. So moving on to the next thing. Okay, so moving on, I'll go over to my resource file and I'm going to bring in this green pepper. Like I've done for previous elements, I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm just going to add a couple of effects to it and we're good to go. Reduce the size like this. Convert to bitmap. Then apply some motion blur to it. So blur, then motion blur. Right, so I'll move this aside to see what I'm doing in real time. Make sure preview is turned on. You can change the direction of your motion blur. Place it here like this. Convert to bitmap again. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and you can click on it to bring out this control, so you can rotate it right around here like this. Okay, so away with that, let's go to the next element for this design. Go over to my source file and bring in this beautiful, nice looking isolated leaf. Right, of course, doing the same thing we did to the green pepper. Reduce the size first, and I'll only be adding one effect to this, which is the blur effect, not the motion blur this time. So I'm going over to effects, I'm going over to blur, and I'm going to Gaussian blur. Right, so in this case I don't want it to be too much, so I'm just going to reduce it like this, and of course click OK. But now okay, let me do this again. Click on auto adjust. Now this comes in handy inside CorelDraw. It helps you to adjust your image automatically to fit the other compositions of the same flyer or other elements, as the case may be. So place it here, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, place it here, rotate it like this, and Control page down, take it behind the burger. Right, good. So I'm going to make a duplicate copy of this, but first I'm bringing it down. Is it nice here? Let's see. Make it smaller. Like this. And flip it using that command there, or using that option there. Okay. So next thing you want to do is go to your ellipse, or hold down Control to draw a perfect circle like this. I'm going to use the same effects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right drag instead of doing the whole effect. Let me bring this outside. So right drag, and when you get here, release your hand on the mouse. It's important to use the mouse design, and select copy fill here. So that's how to copy fill from one object to another in CorelDraw. Very, very simple, unlike some other applications. Right, so I'm just going to bring this inside here like this, and position this nicely here. So Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Right, now this is the interesting part. So reduce the size of this one and click on it and rotate it like this. Voila, awesome. Right, Great. So I'll just go on to get my text tool and do some writing, and we move on from that. Okay, so I'm just going to use this to add some extra additional details to make it great all around, right? Good information, good picture, good typography, the background and everything. Make sure your designs are always on point, right? So I'm just going to type this and change the font, and there you go. Make it smaller, place it here. Make this bold, make it into a bold font, and move it here like this. And move it along this part here like this. And there you go, right? Impressive work. Click on adjust on the pizza. You can on the burger I meant. You can see how much difference that meant, right? Do it again, auto adjust, and let CorelDraw fix these things by itself. Okay, so there you have it, just the way I want it. And this is how we got to this point here. So guys, if you've enjoyed my video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, very important, and sharing is great. Share to your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.